What is up, YouTube? I'm finally back, I guess. I'm not sure. I'm not gonna say that I'm fully back yet, just because I don't want to make like a bad promise, I guess, or like a false commitment. But I'm gonna start. You know what? I'm gonna say that I'm back. If you see this video uploaded, and if you're watching this right now, then, and if it's up on YouTube, and of course, obviously you're watching it, I will continue to be on that same sort of, daily path that I was taking there for a little bit over a month, I think, every single day, except weekends, obviously, posting on YouTube. So, where have I been? It's been, how long was the last time that I uploaded? I think 8 days before my competition was the last time that I posted a video up on YouTube, which was, we competed in February the 17th, and currently today's April 9th, so almost 2 months ago, it was the last time that I uploaded a whole YouTube video. So, again, I'm not going to say that, I'm not entirely, what do I want to say? I do apologize, because I know there was a handful of people that I've accumulated on YouTube that were keeping track of, like, or that were watching my story or whatever, just keeping up with my kind of daily stuff. So to those of you who actually were watching, I do apologize. I think I honestly lost a little bit of motivation. Like, after, like, first that week of when I was competing, everything was starting to really become real life. It was setting in, and it was honestly hard for me to pick up that camera just because I wasn't very motivated. I was kind of nervous for the competition, and by the way, I got my medals. I don't have my medals with me, but I got third place in my debut class, and I talked about it. So if you don't know what I'm talking about, I competed in natural bodybuilding competition in February, and it was through OCB. So I did Coastal Carolina. So that was an interesting experience. I honestly had a amazing time. Met a lot of cool people. It was overall a great experience for me, just to really see what it feels like to step on stage and call yourself a body. Like it was. I took it to that next level, and it was a good feeling. It was cool. It was awesome. But what was I gonna say? Yeah, once that week started to come up, I got super nervous and I stopped uploading, and I kind of really just was trying to make sure everything was perfect for the show, or at least perfect enough for me to be comfortable. And so I just stopped uploading. So and then after the competition, I just it almost became like how do you put this? Like the whole purpose behind my uploads were because what do you call it? Was for the competition, to keep up with the competition. That I was to show you guys what it's like a day in the life, basically, of like someone who's going to be stepping on stage. And once we stepped on stage, I kind of lost the purpose, I guess, if that makes sense. But obviously, this is my purpose. It's the Bible. This is really it was like a interconnected reasoning behind my uploads, obviously. So obviously, you got my lifting aspect, and then for those of you who have like kept up, you obviously know, and obviously know that I'm like a faith-based YouTuber, if that makes sense. So, and I feel like the fitness community lacks a little bit of faith, in my opinion. But so yeah, I do apologize for being away, but I will say I think I needed a little bit of time to just kind of be myself, because it got a little bit overwhelming, I will say, there for a little bit. But school's about to let out. We got about a month left. I'm trying to lock in, get all this stuff organized, and then yeah. So here I am. I will say this, and I'm trying not to, it's 4 minutes, and you don't have, obviously you can just skip through. I'll obviously take you guys through my workout. later in the like halfway. But a little intro just to tell you guys where I've been, what's up, what's going on with my life. So where do I start? I'm trying to put myself in the perspective of someone who's never seen my videos, and if this is your first time stumbling upon one of my videos, like, what would I want you to know about myself? So obviously, since I haven't posted in almost 2 months, I guess basically I should introduce myself again. My name is Jose. Obviously, my handle says Yosef. The meaning, Yosef lives. The meaning behind that is that the name Jose originates from the Hebrew name, I'm pretty sure, Joseph or Yosef. So, and obviously, I just like the name. Really no reasoning. Let's see. Hold on. Let me. I want to say. Here, hold on. Before I say this out loud, let me make sure. So yeah. Oh, okay. Yeah. So the reasoning behind why I wanted to go with Yosef is because my name in Hebrew is Yosef. So Jose is Yosef in Hebrew, which is the original language that the Bible was written in. So that's kind of the reasoning behind the name. So in case you were wondering, I don't think I've ever said it before, but I've been through a couple different names, but this is the one that I've definitely liked the most. Yosef Lifts, obviously, straight and to the point. What was I gonna say? So yeah, again, my channel is one where I like to share my faith. I'm obviously new to the religion. I don't even want to use the word religion. I'm new to the relationship with Christ. So I feel like my relationship with Jesus Christ started May of last year. So almost an entire year of me trying to figure out what exactly I'm doing with my life, pretty much, faith-wise. Like, what am I trying to say? Like salvation-wise, if that makes sense. Like religious-wise. Like, what is the whole purpose of life? Just trying to figure out. So this past year is been dedicated solely to trying to figure out who I really am. So again, I'm not the greatest YouTuber. I'm not the greatest Christian. I'm not the greatest friend. I'm probably not the greatest brother or son. There's a lot of different titles, I guess, that I'm not the greatest at, but I am trying, is what I think that's what I want to say. So, what do I want to say? What else it's good for you all to know? So yeah, that's pretty much it. You guys haven't really missed too much in my life. It's been pretty calm. Just school, work. Nothing too crazy is going on. Just trying to stay on my school stuff and make sure I'm on the path to, I guess, graduate. I'm in college right now, in case you were wondering. It's not fun, but the path that I want to take is the teaching route. So I'm studying to be a teacher. So we're trying to do all the things we need to do to be on track with that, to be on par, if that makes sense. So yeah, that's what we're doing. But so yeah, if there's anything I want you all to know is that I love lifting and I love Jesus Christ. So, and I think that's my philosophy. I love lifting and I love Jesus Christ. So anyways, I think that's pretty much it that it'd be important for you all to know. And I think if you feel lost in your life and if you feel like you just don't know what you're doing, ask the Lord. Genuinely just sit down and pray and just try to, I don't even know what to say. Like, how do I explain what I'm trying to say? But just sincerely ask for guidance, if that makes sense. Like, in whatever it is in your life that's going on. So I think that's all I want to say. I do have some stuff from the Bible that I would like to share with you all, but let's see. But I'll leave that for the end of the video when we usually do our thing. So this is a little bit of different intro. If you've seen my last videos, I usually do an intro in the car, or like do an intro making breakfast or doing whatever. But today I kind of wanted to start in my room, in my bedroom, the office, of course, as you all may know. Yeah, so today I wanted to do it a little differently. Really just want to come on here and let you all know where I've been. Kind of making sure, like checking in with you all, to let you all know like I didn't die or anything. So yeah, I haven't been anywhere. I've still been lifting. So anyways, this is a little bit longer intro than I would like it to be. I'm not going to go too much into whatever else, but that's where I've been, and I'll catch you on the gym. Alrighty, so we're obviously starting off with started off the workout with a little bit of back squat. Some days, I will be honest with you, some days I dread hitting legs, to be honest with you. Like I just don't want to do it. I know I'm gonna be tired. It's not super fun. It's very taxing on your body, and especially for me, since I have I'm trying my best not to use it as an excuse, but I've had 2 knee surgeries already, which I'll talk about later. It just honestly just is like I feel like more than average. What am I trying to say? It's just a kind of like overall a painful experience to hit a solid leg day. In my opinion, it's just a little bit harder, but take nothing away. I still try my best, but it just kind of hurts a little bit. But yeah, again, some days I will enjoy a good leg day, a good squatting session. Some days I'll completely skip the back squat, just depending how I'm feeling. Today, it definitely felt like a back squat type of day. I was like, you know what? I walked in the gym. As soon as I stepped into the gym, I was like, today is going to be a day where I'm going to hit back squat. So some days don't feel like that. Today was definitely one. But, and I think, honestly, the days that I feel like I hit back squat is the days that I'm, nutriated enough, if that makes sense. So I get the right amount of food, the right nutrients in my system, and I feel like I want to hit legs. So I feel like a lot of it has to do with the right type of diet. Make sure you're carbing up, you're eating enough food before the gym, before your session. Obviously, if you're going into the gym fasted, your body's trying the best to like pull all the energy it can out. So, and it's gonna find a way to get that energy. And if you got like a lot of carbs in your system, or a lot of carbohydrates, your muscles are gonna like that. You're gonna feel a lot greater. You're gonna feel hydrated. Your muscles are gonna be hydrated. Hence the name carbohydrate, because it carbs your muscles. So yeah, today was definitely, I carved up pretty decently. We're hitting our lift. I think it was probably around, it's close to midday, I think. It was probably like 11, 12 o'clock when I was in the gym. So that's usually my go-to time. But what do I want to say? But yeah, so for me, let's talk about my form. So at the beginning of lifting, my lifting journey, I guess, lifting career, whatever you want to call it, I don't know, I was kind of super caught up with the numbers, like, oh, I got to push heavy, it's got to look this, I got to be, whatever, super caught up in making sure the weight was heavy and not so focused on the form. And I've changed that for the past few months. It's definitely been more of how do you say this? I honestly don't really care about what the numbers look like, because number one, I skipped that set, but I think we did after we added those 10s, we did I think it was a set of I want to say 5 or 6 reps, and I called it there. So, can't remember what I was saying. But the form, making sure the form is right. So again, I don't even look at the numbers, whatever. I just I'm looking for hypertrophy, which is, as a bodybuilder, that's really what you want to be going for, is the hypertrophy, which is like the exhaustion of that particular muscle group that you're trying to hit. So for me, once hypertrophy is achieved, it doesn't even, your muscles can't distinguish between let's say 50-pound resistance and like 100-pound resistance. It's all of it is relative to whatever it is, but as long as you're really obviously fatiguing it, but making sure that muscle is burning, that's what hypertrophy really means. Making sure you get that really, really good burn in that particular muscle group area that you want to hit. So, and once that's achieved, you're doing a lot more than someone who's just tossing the weight around and barely feeling anything. I mean, yeah, maybe they're getting stronger, maybe they're pushing the machine, maybe the numbers are going up, but physical appearance wise, like, your muscle isn't going to grow just with what am I trying to say? Your muscle isn't going to grow completely on pushing heavy weight. It's also a combination of muscle fatigueness, so repetition. So yeah. that's a wrap on the workout. I will say, I was going over some old footage that we had taken from before the show and seeing how lean we actually were. Kind of makes me, what is it? I don't even know what the right word is, but it makes me like wish I would have appreciated it more. Because I mean, not to say that we're not lean at the moment, because I think we're probably still sub 10%, but it's still kind of crazy how how I used to look compared to now, which is, I mean, there's a big, vast difference. But so quads looking straight. So today, obviously, kept it super simple. A few sets. I think I did maybe a set off camera on back squat. So that was that. Then we obviously did leg extension. Maybe I did a set or 2 sets off camera. But and then calves, obviously. I did 1 set off camera. So it's not super important, in my opinion, for you all to see every single set, but because they're all basically the same. It's just repetitive, repeating what was shown. But we definitely got more, what does it say? We're definitely putting on more muscle mass, I guess you could say, because currently we're sitting at what is it? How much? 175 fasted, which is pretty crazy considering that a little bit over 2 months ago we were at sub 160, which is crazy. We look a lot better now at 175 than we did before the show, which obviously makes sense because I was training that whole time, and whatever, you know, your body changes. But definitely proud of the work that we had put in. But the quads look kind of nice today. Nothing crazy. So again, if you guys are seeing this video, that means obviously I'm gonna at least try to be on a consistent upload schedule. So yeah, nothing crazy. Calves definitely look a lot nicer than they did before, so that's all that matters. But anyways, I'm trying to think if there's anything I want to say right now. Probably not, but my knees feel great. I know if you guys have kept up with me, you probably have noticed, I mean, obviously the scars on my knees. I've had 2 ACL surgeries. One was 3 years ago, and then one was 2 years ago. So left one my senior year, right one the year after. So, but we're recovering fairly well. So your body adapts to how well you treat it. And I feel like we're treating our body fairly well, so that's all that matters. But anyways, get y'all in the office. All right, we made it back to the office, and I'm not sure what I want to start off with. I do have, so the other night, it kind of dawned on me. I was talking to some of my coworkers, and we were talking about, so it was, what day was it? It was the day of the eclipse. So it was April 8th. So 2 days ago, when we were talking about no, it wasn't. It was on a weekend. So so it was probably the 6th, I think. Maybe, I can't remember. It was over the weekend, and we were talking about the Bible, and it kind of dawned on me how little I feel like I kind of knew. I feel like I should have been able to answer a lot of questions that they were asking that I felt like I couldn't answer. So I went in the day after, or maybe not the day after, but a couple days after that, maybe. And I read through the entire book of John, and there's a couple notes that I wanted to highlight and kind of share with you all. So, but before I get into it, I just wanted to say we had a really good lift. What is it called? Like I was saying, I don't necessarily feel like I need to record every single set. Just because, number one, it kind of takes away from my experience in the gym, if that makes sense. Like, first of all, if I'm recording every set, it kind of feels like it's kind of distracting me a little bit. So yeah, maybe I'll record 1 to 2 sets, maybe my warm-up set, and then maybe 1 working set. But I'm gonna leave a little bit of footage out, just because I feel like I perform better gym-wise when I'm obviously not recording, and I feel like
feel like that one's kind of obvious. I feel like when the camera's on you and your music's not playing, at least for me, because my music isn't playing when I'm recording, it kind of takes away from my experience. So yeah. And what else was I gonna say? But anyways, I thought it was a really good light day. But I guess we'll go ahead and get straight to it, because I did say I have a few notes. So there was 2 points that I wanted to highlight from the book of John. So I read through the entire book of John. It's not a very long book. I'm trying to figure out. So there's a couple places where I highlighted that I feel like were pretty important, enough for me to highlight. So the first point that I want to say is that a lot of people I'll see on social media that a lot of people say that Jesus never claimed to be God. He never claimed to be God. He never said it. I would like to beg to differ. So this is a point that I think I made, and I think that's the points that I highlighted, where Jesus is basically talking about, saying that he is God. But I'll explain it. So let's start with John 9. Where am I? Oh no, John 8:55. Let's start with here. Yeah. Yet ye have not known him, but I know him, and I should say I know him not. And if I should say I know him not, I shall be a liar like unto you. But I know him, and keep his saying. Your father Abraham rejoiced to see my day, and he saw it, and was glad. Then said the Jews unto him, Thou art not yet 50 years old, and hast thou seen Abraham? Jesus said unto them, Verily, verily, which is a very common phrase that Jesus said, at least throughout this book. I read the book of Matthew a decent while ago, so I can't really speak on Matthew, but I know he says, at least in the book of John, verily, verily is a very, very common phrase that Jesus used throughout this book. Verily, verily, I say unto you, before Abraham was I. So what is he saying? Before Abraham was him. So he's basically claiming to be God, very, very clearly, obviously saying that he is God. And I will strengthen that point by also saying, going into John, John 10:29. My Father, which gave them me, is greater than all, and no man is able to pluck them out of my Father's hand. I and my Father are one. So, that one's about the clearest as day. Jesus said, I and the Father are one. What is he saying? Him and the Father are together. Like, it's a Trinity, of course. So, Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit. 3 distinct persons, one God. Like, all with the same, how do you say this? Because I'm not trying to say anything that doesn't make sense. And what am I trying to say? 3 distinct persons, but all God, like it's all one, all together. Like it's still God in human form, God in Holy Spirit form. So God the Father, God the Son, God the Holy Spirit. And there's another point, I believe, that I may have highlighted. I think that was the 2 points that I looked into this book, because I did see a lot of, at least on my For You page, a lot of people saying like, oh, Jesus never claimed to be God. But in the book of John, and I'm not going to speak for the rest of the Bible just because I haven't read it from like front to back yet, but he very clearly was claiming to be God, and that's why they crucified him, because to them it was blasphemy. They were obviously Jesus was comparing himself to God the Father, and the Jews, the Israelis, the people from his time, understood very, very well what he was trying to say to them, that he is God, that he came down, that the Father sent him, and that he and the Father, like, very, very clearly, he made it known that he is God. So, anyways, that was what I wanted to talk about. Again, you're just going to have to, a lot of this, obviously, we're reading about Jesus' life. The book of John talks about what it was like to live amongst Jesus Christ. But what am I trying to say? I'm honestly lost for words, I'll be honest with you. But yeah, I think only good comes out of believing in the Bible. Like, there's no bad that can come out from believing in the Bible and believing and doing what Jesus told us, commanded us to do. He gave us one commandment that we should follow when he was being crucified, to the days leading up to his crucifixion. And I'll read it to you. I can't remember where exactly it says, but a new commandment. Yeah, so John 13:34. A new commandment I give unto you, that ye love one another, as I have loved you, that ye also love one another. By this shall all men know that ye are my disciples, if ye have love one to another. Simon Peter said unto him, Lord, whither goest thou? Jesus answered him, Whither I go, thou canst follow me. Thou canst not follow me now, but thou shalt follow me afterwards. But yeah, so basically he's saying that we should love everybody like Jesus loved all of us. So I think that's a good message. But anyways, that's where I kind of want to leave it off. Obviously, if you're seeing this video, I will start trying my best to post daily, if not daily, every other day, if at that. So yeah, thank you all for watching, and stay blessed.